Well, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. That's right. And what was it? See you next Tuesday. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, never mind. But either way, very happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just came back from an awesome walk by the beach. I found some new shells. That's my life now. And I wanted to make a live stream just to chat with you guys and see if I can help you with anything. If you guys have any questions of any sort whatsoever, I open the chats for Instagram, for YouTube, unfortunately, and also for X. So any questions you guys have, throw them in here, and it can be related to anything. I'll gladly help you with that. While the questions come in, I want to say a few things. I just want to share with you the following because I'm very happy. I'm doing better than ever in my life. And I want to share what's really taking me to that place real quick while you guys send me your questions. And number one, there's just a few points real quick just to burn some time in case you want to do them. You don't have to do all of these. You can do a few. You can do all. You can do most. You can do none. It just really works. And I think it works for everyone. So if you want to live your best life right now in 2025, you're going to have to exercise every day. And that doesn't mean weights. That doesn't mean push-ups. That doesn't mean just at the very least go for a walk every single day for 30 minutes to an hour. That's key. Key. Eat well, dude. Like eating like one ingredient foods, right? I know it's so tempting to eat all the bullshit in the world, but just eat good food. That's it. Avoid sugar. Sugar is fucking the worst thing in the world. The absolute worst. It's like crack for kids and for us too. And it's really hard to leave it. And once you leave, try to stop eating sugar, you understand how bad of an addict you are. And that makes you addicted to food. And you don't really know that. So get rid of that sugar. Fuck that. If you're going to drink, do it on special occasions. Don't do it every day. Don't let it lose that specialness and become an everyday thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Trust me. Don't do it. If you're going to smoke weed, do it once a day and towards the end of your day so you can wind down, not for anything else. If you're all day stoned, you can't be as productive. Like as much as I wanted to think that I was really productive while I was stoned all day, I was not. Like right now, I just get shit done so fast. I have so much time to even do Q&As on YouTube. It's crazy. Go on walks in nature, like whether it's the beach, go to the woods, anywhere. Go outside in nature. Believe it or not, this is going to sound crazy. This world that you were born in and you have a symbiotic relationship. It's so hard to believe this is what crazy people say in 2025, but I promise you, you need this shit. And once you're out there, do not take your fucking headphones. And if you can, specifically, walk barefoot. And if you're in the woods, in the forest, and you're walking around and you're wondering, dude, how am I going to be barefoot right now? Touch the trees, motherfucker. Hug them, touch them, all the plants, etc. Obviously, try to avoid the poisonous ones, which is why I stay away from the woods and the forest because I have no idea what's poisonous and whatnot. I go to the beach every single day. What else? No headphones while you exercise. Just, dude, forget about headphones all day long. I only wear headphones when I'm listening to something in public. That's it. And I used to wear them all day long, everywhere. I would get in the shower, bring my phone with me and put a podcast, whatever. Get rid of that. Get rid of all the noise. That's the next one. You don't need to hear all these podcasts that it's the same people going in the same fucking circle of podcast anyways. You're not missing out on anything. I promise you. They already spilled out everything. Everything. You've already heard everything. You're not missing out on anything. So go out there and just live without headphones and just make sure that whenever you're consuming content or watching TV, you're doing it purposefully and also just staring at that. If you're watching TV and you start getting on your phone, fuck that. You're fucking it up tremendously. And the same thing if you're watching something and while you're browsing the internet, you're fucking up. Okay? So no headphones anymore. You need at the very least, 10 minutes every single day of silence and solitude, just so that you can breathe and not think about anything. When thoughts come into your head, it's fine. Just say, I don't need those thoughts and just continue to not think. And then again, the same thing. At first, it's going to be hard. Then eventually, all of your thoughts turn off. They do. Trust me, I'm not thinking anything. You can tell. Whatever is consistently in your head as something that you call a worry, fucking go deal with it. If something keeps coming up in your head because blah, 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 deal with it. Whether you're going to go talk to the person that's making you mad, pay attention to the situation and just solve it within you. You can do this. All right. Get rid of relationships that are not full of love. Any relationship that's bad for you, anyone that makes you feel bad, fuck that person. Whether it's your mom, your dad, your grandfather, your uncle, your boyfriend, your husband, whoever it is, get the fuck away from them. You don't need them. It's crazy that people stay in these toxic relationships all the time. It makes no sense to me in my head because I've never been able to do that. And trust me, it's eating you away. Avoid the news. Don't watch the news. It doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever. No one that watches the news is well informed anyways, because the news is meant to scare you. So don't watch the news. Avoid social media at all costs. And this is something that I did that really separated everything. I stopped following everyone on Instagram at once, except my wife. And when I did that, I would open Instagram just out of reflex and see that the feed's nothing that I care for, and I would just put it away. That was one of the biggest difference makers. I'm not saying don't use it. I need it for my business. Use it. That's fine. But post and go. You don't need to see how adored you are and how many likes you're getting and how much people love you. You don't need to do that. Post and go. Understand that politicians on any party whatsoever are not looking for your best interest. They're not. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be afraid, and they want you fighting with each other. That's what politicians do. This is their job, and we got to be grateful to have them, because otherwise everything would be too boring and everything would be too nice. So understand that they want you to be miserable, they want you in fear, and they want you to be fighting with others. So no, don't be loyal to any idiot politician or any party whatsoever. It's all the same thing. It's never going to change. It's been 100 years of the same thing. Nothing changes. It's an illusion for people that have not yet realized that it doesn't do anything. And then final, love yourself. That's it. Just love yourself very much. It starts with you, and then it goes on to everything else. All right, let's get to this. Let's get to these comments. What happened to you? Did you lose everything? Absolutely. Hey, I love you. I love you, Amelia. Thank you so much. What companies to keep an eye out for investment? I already talked about this, Adam, and I made a video specifically about this, the ones that I'm paying attention to. And it's anything to do with electric cars, kind of like Lucid, Tesla, and Rivian, for example. For me, those are the companies that I'm betting on. And then on the other side, you have Meta, you have Amazon, which Amazon's going to be a monster. Tesla's going to be a mega monster. Microsoft, obviously. OpenAI, whenever they do their IPO. I'm looking into energy companies like Oklo, for example, with Sam Altman, and Coinbase, whenever it's right. Again, to re-enter the position. What else? Any of the 7 magnificent companies. And now, as far as NVIDIA and all of that shit goes, while I do understand that the more hardware that you buy, the better the processing for these LLMs is, and all these fucking artificial intelligence models, I don't know shit about that. So I'm staying away from that. What do you think of the new CC850? I don't even know what that is. I don't give a fuck about cars anymore. I'm sorry. The one I went to drive was the Lucid, and I can't believe how much I loved it. I'm good, man. How are you? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, son. Really good. Thank you so much for asking. Everything is fucking great, to be honest with you. Let me see. Want to help me? I'll take a job. I don't have any jobs for anyone. My life without any of this bullshit is incredible. Alejandro, been wanting to start a smoke session company for a while. Have made a lot of samples and gotten great feedback. I don't know where to go from here. Send it to people that really enjoy smoking whatever the fuck your smoked seasoning. Oh, send it to people at Cook Online and send it out to them, and maybe do a collab with your brand and them, and you're the one making it. So just send it to them at first saying, hey, you're a creator that has a lot of followers. here's my seasoning, and if you like it, I can pay you to promote it, or we can do a brand deal together, and then you can do a split with that person for profits in that product. It's rather simple, to be honest with you. Thank you. I'm doing this in English here, so I'm just going to limit it to English. I listen to you while I'm in the gym. Excellent. As long as that's the case. Mike, get the fuck out of here. Longtime fan. The job market feels rough. It is. And I'm thinking about starting a business. I'm torn on what to do. If you were starting from scratch with 50K, what would you do? To be honest with you, finding what you want to do with money and just wanting to make more money just because of a business without any passion behind it, it's not going to work out. It never does. So you want to find something that you're very passionate about to put those 50K into doing. Even if you lose it, you're going to have a great learning experience on something that you love doing, and it's going to translate into eventual results. I promise you that's the way to go. When it's like when you're horny and you go out to a club and you're like, when you're young and you're chasing girls and they can see the thirst in your eyes and none of them pay attention to you. But the day you get a girlfriend and you're not looking at them, they all come over. Like, hey man, dude, hey, look at you. Look at you. I've never seen a Mexican that looks so bad. I want to make out with you. So that happens. And the same thing happens with money and success in businesses. It's not so much most of the people that start something, unless you really love money and you're like fascinated by making money and that's your passion and your drive, then that could be another thing that fuels your fire. But as far as starting a business with $50,000, the fuck do I know, dude? That sounds, I mean, you can do car washes, you can do like smaller things. You can always start anything but small. So anything that you're passionate about, you can find a way. People want to buy car washes with all the machines and all the stuff. I always tell them, dude, go outside of a grocery store and start washing cars for people. Understand what your margins are. Understand if you're good at it or not. What it takes to expand the team and all that stuff, and then go and do it somewhere else as you learn. Let me see. It's Taco Tuesday tonight over at Bear Flag Fish Cove. I have no idea where that is, Dr. Kim. I'll be completely honest with you. Ali, what's with the pig? I'm absolutely retarded, and this is your fault. Sal, in this simulation framework, how do we see the wars? The wars are just part of the game. There are, first of all, everywhere within the simulation, there are wars. Like we are a part of that, kind of. But in the general term, as far as like people dying and all that shit. So, for example, the best way of putting it is we're here to learn from basically a lot of people think this is like being on Earth. It's very tragic and it has a lot of tragedy attached to it and lots of sadness. But the reality is that this is the only place where you're going to find those feelings. And in order for you to get over them, in order for you to grow, you need to get over these problems. So this is why you're here, right? To get over those problems. Now, when you get into the simulation, when you get into the game and you say, I'm going to play this game, you agree with other people that they're going to be the one that fucks your life over, the guy that rapes you, the guy that beats you up when you're a kid. Those are all your boys. And they're making a pact with you. And they're like, all right, I'm going to play the bad guy in your life, dude. Let's fucking go and do this. So it's kind of hard to understand that you chose this life. And at the time when, like, for example, let's say that you're being raped by your friend in this real life, right? Or the same thing can be said by being shot in a war in another parallel life, because you're living different parallel lives at the same time. They're not past lives, they're parallel, they're happening right now at the same time, and you're all going to die, like all those lives at the same time, the same date, when it happens. So when you're being, let's say, raped in this world, basically you are raping someone, like you're raping that same person in another parallel life. So you're experiencing both ends of that. You're just here to learn that. And there are insane people that came here just to learn what it's like to live in a war zone and be miserable and all that shit, and then be the ones that cause the war and all of those things on people. So It's always when people talk about karma, which is completely retarded the way that they know it, everything has been already said and everything is already perfect as is, right? You don't have to balance anything out. Everything is perfectly balanced. And the karma is the one that you set up at the beginning when you say, I'm going to be this character, Alejandro, and I'm going to have you be my rapist or my, let's just call it a rapist because it's one of the worst things that can happen to anyone. And you are going to be my rapist. But in another life, I'm going to be your rapist and I'm going to feel how that feels. And when you're raping me, I'm raping you. So this is what karma really means, the evening out of all the balance of everything. But that happens before you come to this life. And see, this is interesting. I'm a cop in New York City. I used to work for the NYPD. Now I switched to the most corrupt company in the world, the MTA. I'm trying to leave New York and start my business elsewhere. How do I overcome competition? By doing it. I think the hardest thing for anyone, Kian, is just doing something, starting something. No one wants, like, you're always planning and thinking and what's going to be perfect and what. Just fucking go out there and do it, man. That's it. And then once you set yourself up there and you start working, you'll realize how to put the competition away. Or you'll realize, you know what? I can't do their margins. Like, it's impossible for me. And you're either going to give up or find a better way. That's the way to go. I was thinking of you. Please talk about making decisions. I currently take microdoses of psilocybin and waiting I can grow my own mushrooms. I have nobody to talk about consciousness. How do I make my own decisions? My own decisions have already been made. They're not important at all whatsoever. And everything, I'm just following my passion, which is my heart, right? Pushing me to something. This is why I was so good, like to most, maybe not, but to a lot of people, I was really good at doing the car stuff because I was really, really, really in love with that. And this is why I love doing this too. And I love chatting with people and I love just bullshitting and saying whatever the fuck comes to my head, or my more like whatever comes to my mouth, because I'm not even thinking when I'm doing this. I'm just letting it go. I'm just letting it rip. So when it comes to making decisions, for example, and I got to think about it, I just go with whatever my heart feels right and I avoid whatever feels fear, right? So whenever I feel something cold and miserable, like let's say that you put two things in front of me, you put these two things, and I'll grab this one. And if I get like a creepy, cold feeling, and on this one I get a warm, nice feeling, I'm going to take this one. That's the easiest way of putting it. Uh, Companies you'll trust people too much, buy gold and silver and forget about the stocks. That's a nice thing that everyone is saying right now, right? Especially when you're about to enter the biggest QE era of all time. If you stay within the banking system, this is going to hurt a lot of people, in my view. If they're telling you all, and everyone that has purchased gold right now, it's in profits, and it's been for years. And if they're telling you all, go buy gold, even the news, and everyone is telling you to go buy gold because everything is going to go down, what do you think is going to happen? So we'll just wait and see, right? Because there's nothing that I can't see the future. Nope, Amazon's collapsing. People over the sea not ordering anymore. Well, it's because y'all broke as fuck. That's why. It's not Amazon's problem. It's everyone's problem. This is a whole economy problem, right? Everyone's broke as fuck. It's not an Amazon problem. Amazon is going to be one of the first companies that can automate and get rid of all of their employees in warehouses and everywhere else once the simple robots are made, and also the semi-automatic, the semi-trucks that can drive themselves. And then you're going to pack those robots, put them in the trunk, in the semi, and then you're going to get to a fulfillment center. The robots are going to come out. They're going to load all the boxes and they're going to take it. There's no humans needed anymore. Amazon's going to benefit greatly from this. Now, that's just the way I see it. I can't believe that I will come here after at least 5 years and find every recent life relevant to what I'm doing and what I've experienced beyond surface level. It's interesting, right? It's interesting. You think your life is better now than when you were uploading to YouTube? Oh, a billion times. A billion fucking times. A gazillion times. This is my prime. This is the best ever by a lot. By a lot. Let me see. Why did you stop taking YouTube chats? I'm still gonna stop and do it. It's just distracting, and it's just like I don't like praises. I also I don't like insults either. I don't care for it. It's just because my monkey side, my human side, takes over and wants to fucking get back at it because he thinks he's very smart, and that's a problem. Can I have a car? Of course, you can just go buy one. It's super easy. What business model would you recommend to start from scratch in 2025, September? How about digital something, selling digital things? Digital things don't cost anything. So the best example is like, for example, Windows 95, right? You make one time the program and then you sell it a million times. So digital stuff is the easiest and the things with the most margin. It's very simple. Can you explain guided meditation? I don't do guided meditation. I do is that what it's called? Fuck. I do okay, so this is the one I do right now because I was focused on breathing exercises and another type of meditation like that. But the easiest one right now is it called guided meditation? It's just, so this is what I do. You get somewhere where you're comfortable. You can be laying down, you can be sitting, you in any comfortable position where you're going to close your eyes and chill, right? And be very comfortable. Don't be hungry. Don't want to go take a shit and a piss. Basically, be fine, like so that you don't think about your body. And for 20 minutes to an hour, what you're going to do is you're going to close your eyes and you're going to repeat a word that has no meaning to you. So you're going to make up a word, like for example, CG. I don't know what CG means, if it means anything, but I don't think it means anything. So just close your eyes and start CG, 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 CG in your mind. And you do that for 25 minutes to an hour every single day. And that shit is crazy. Crazy. And I believe the more you stay in silence, the more you can hear and see this other thing. There's definitely that trick of all the noise that we get in real life that is absolutely fucking us from seeing above. And I think this is why the game is playing at the hardest level right now. It's being played at the hardest level right now because they're definitely doing everything they can to move you away from yourself and remove you from yourself as much as possible, which is honestly very well executed, if I may say so myself. I used to watch your videos since I was 16. I'm 27 now. Holy shit. Love you. Love all you do and wish you the best. Don't get Salomon VIP experience. Thank you. And I never will again. I'll remember forever. I have this and I have this. So no. We won't be playing. Love your ideas as well. Love and happiness is the only thing that we must care about. Fuck everyone and everything else. It's bullshit and nature is awesome. That is so true. So true. So have you read Carl Jung? Yeah. Neville Goddard or Rudolf Steiner? Not the other two. It all includes psyche, imagination, nature, and knowledge from higher words, intuition. It's beyond that. It's beyond that. I think there's a lot of these spirituality that cuts in half and it's not fully done. And specifically whatever is being taught right now to everyone is very commercial. It's very commercial and very bullshit because it's mostly for people that want to like basically followers of The Secret. Let me manifest a yacht. Let me manifest a car. If you understand that everything is perfect the way that it is and you own whatever you're supposed to own, that's it, then you don't need to manifest anything. things manifest themselves as you do. You have to like it should be obvious to you. It's interesting. Chats with Sweetie. Holy shit, you said my name right. How's that hard, Kian? Do you believe in God, spirits, and evil energies? Yep, that all exists, and they're what you would call aliens here. And I truly believe that the God that everyone thinks is God, he's not God. It's right because if God was the one that y'all think, or at least the one in the Bible, that dude was a fucking piece of shit. He's like, hey, Adam and Eve, I'm gonna put you here in this awesome paradise after I created you, right? I'm gonna drop you in here, and the only thing is you can't eat that. All right, we ate it. Well, fuck you forever and all of your kids. Yeah, that sounds like a great guy, like an awesome dude. No, uh, yes, yes, I believe everything that lizard people, Illuminati, and Satanists are pushing on me. Grow non-GMO food and purified water. Yeah, well, not purified water. Grow spring water from a great source. That's the way to go. What do you think is the best way to deal with retarded boss? With a retarded boss. Currently, I see my boss making decisions not based on fact but on feel. He doesn't understand staff management or market trends. Drew, if he's got all the power, you can't do anything. And the more you make him feel like a retard, the more he's going to want to make you want to get rid of you. It's always all of life, and especially work environment. It's all about leverage. What leverage do you have? And this is something that I've understood for a long time, and I've played on for a long time. And you, if you want to be great at it, you got to be able and be willing to always walk away from anything to stand your own ground on the leverage that you have. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if this is making me miserable and you are making it worse and worse and worse by telling me to keep doing what I'm doing that I'm not supposed to be doing, I'm gonna stand on the no, I'm not gonna do it anymore because you every time I just all right, let's just do it today, you come back again and again. So fuck you, I'm not doing it anymore. It's very important to understand what you're willing to go to, where you're willing to go to, and to what limit to push your agenda. And understand if you don't have leverage in a situation, uh, you gotta earn that leverage at some point because making someone that's above you in a work hierarchy feel because uh, let's say that you really are smarter than him, and that normally creates an insecurity in those people and they want to get rid of you. I had to deal with a lot of employees that were managing people, and I would bring someone that was amazing at what they did, and the manager instantly would get into a fight with them and would be like, I don't want to talk to this person, blah blah blah, he thinks he's my boss because he was smarter than them. And then I had to get rid of the manager and bring the other person above and put it there. And I wanted the manager to grow, but they can't because they feel threatened by bigger, better people. It's kind of crazy. Do you think the dollar will crash hard? We're very close to the end of the dollar crashing right now. We're like right there. Now that everyone's talking about it, I said this at the beginning of the year. I said, we're going to need to get to a place where the dollar is going to get into where everyone is going to start making videos. The dollar's going to crash. The dollar's going to go to zero. The dollar's going to, and now it's happening. So we're very close. To me, my prediction was third quarter of like last quarter of this year, which is the next 3 months, or the first quarter of the next year. That's my prediction of where we're going to find that footing for the dollar. And then it's going to, by the way, all of the other countries are going to get fucked when this shit bounces up. Um, Dude, you have a fucking identical twin in Austin, my good friend Danny. You could pass for for one another. Your attitude kicks ass, brother. Thank you so much, my brother, and shout out to Texas, dude. I fucking love Texas. I you know what? I look like everyone. I've really come to realize that. I've seen so many people that look like me. And also, depending on who you are and how you look at me, there are some people that it's very interesting. And I found this out later in life that everyone looks at you with different eyes, if you will. You look different to everyone, just so you know. There are some people that see me as like the little Mexican guy that plays Shakira, right? That I look like that. Then some people, and I know this is going to sound crazy to a lot of you that say I look like Justin Timberlake, I look like Colin Farrell. I am like a middle of everything. And there's some people that will send me like the most hideous people and go like, you look like that, and I can see it. Or I look like some sheikh in Abu Dhabi in in Dubai too, and people send it to me all the time. Like I know, I am like I am the most middle of the table person, if you will. Are you in your awakened form right now after all these years of experience in life? Is everything aligned? I want to say that I feel yeah, yeah. I think when you're living in the moment and there's nothing else and there's just happiness everywhere, that's it. There's nothing more to be known. People think that a lot of information and knowing this and knowing that is going to liberate your heart, your soul, whatever the fuck it is. But no, just living in the moment, being in the present, not being attached to other moments in the past that are fucked or that were fucked. That's really awesome. Are you taking supplements for hair loss? That hair looks strong and great. I'm not. I'm not. I took the I did onion, like showered with onion and also coffee. Look it up. Like shampoo with coffee. That's the way to look it up. And the other one is like onion for hair loss. Onion treatment for hair loss. It's pretty incredible. One shared reality with 8 billion creators. I don't think there's 8 billion creators. I think there's very few creators. And you can tell by the way that we live. Um, if you've never wondered if you're an NPC, most likely you're an NPC. If you have no imagination, most likely you're an NPC. If there's no inner monologue or voices in your head, you're an NPC. Um, I think there's a lot of filler in here for the players because it makes a lot of noise and it's good to influence them. And I do think every reality is individual. I think even though it's the same playing field for all of us, I do think it's playing in different brains. It's kind of weird. It's hard to describe in just like this quickly. Uh, Either way, this is 30 minutes. I appreciate you all. I just wanted to do this live chat with you guys, and I'm going to do it in Spanish. Thank you so much. Take care. See you soon. Maybe not. Maybe.